Review time again, and today it's GaoGaiGar's resident ninja bot, Volfogg. Haha, right, ninja. That's cool. Very good. Now, to review Yes! You can ninja vanish. Thank you, we got it. Are you done? Good. Volfogg is... Oh, come on! I took away a smoke bomb, so no more being camera shy. Now then, let's get to business. From the King of Braves GaoGaiGar, this is Super Robot Chogokin Volfogg. For those unfamiliar with GaoGaiGar, he's the resident ninja badass in his more petite form. He's cast in a metal flake gunmetal gray and painted with metallic purple and metallic red, even gold for detail. The black and white are about the only shades that aren't metallic on him, which gives him a proper robotic look. He's an interesting mix of aesthetic details too. Most predominant is the ninja motif with the shoulder armor and kusari pattern. That's chainmail, by the way. The same is true for his helmet that features a crested headband. The serious face gets it across too. Then we look at his arms, which seem pretty basic, until you notice the car tires. That and the light bar on his back. Yup, Volfogg transforms into a police car. Well, not this Volfogg. This one's made for posability. But the details are nice reminders of where he came from, and it's accurate to the anime. While Brave was Takar's new direction for robot toys, there was still a lot of Transformer in them, which the legs definitely show. I've got plenty of toys with detail like that. All in all, very cool design, which you'd expect from a transforming ninja cop car. Like I mentioned, this guy's made for posability. His joints are numerous and plentiful. Somehow that didn't sound redundant when I wrote it. The head is on a double-jointed neck for lots of range. The shoulders ball joint into the torso and have universal range, with the arms featuring bicep swivels, double-jointed elbows, and ball-jointed wrists. The torso's ball-jointed to flex in any direction, as is the waist, though there's some gap issues there to make sure he has a full range of movement, so it's a give-and-take thing. The hips are ball-jointed, and even though the skirt armor moves with the legs, they don't move outward as far as I'd like for a ninja. Beyond that, he features thigh swivels, double-jointed knees, jointed toes, and ankle tilts that also tilt down a bit, but not up. Still, that's a ton of articulation with only a few setbacks. He should have all the range of movement you need. Plus, he has die-cast feet to help balance his poses. Though at this point, I guess I have to admit, Volfogg is on the tiny side. Like, very tiny for the price. This is because he's the smallest of the GGG robots, so he's built to scale with all the others they're releasing. But before you write him off as overpriced, wait till you see how much he comes with. He starts with 5 extra hands. Besides his closed fists, he has splayed open and holding hands. The extra 5th hand is holding onto his oil drink, cause something about a ninja sipping from a straw is hysterical. Since he has holding hands, he needs something for them, and he gets his twin Silver Moon blades for the job. I love these things. With all his articulation, there's a lot of cool and dynamic poses you can pull off with these. After something bigger? Luckily for you, he comes with a 3rd weapon, the combined Silver Cross Shuriken, which despite its size is quite light and his joints are plenty stiff enough to handle it. And for your attack poses, he gets a 2nd head as well, adding some much needed screaming to his stealthy ninja attacks. Still seem expensive? Then let's ramp things up, cause he also comes with furniture. Volfogg gets his favorite command chair to lounge on as he sips his oil. It's a very cool bonus, simple, but it gives him a great place to display from. My only issue is that the seat is angled downwards, so you kinda have to prop him up on the armrest in order to keep him secure. Not a big deal though, and hey, gives you a great throne for any of your other toys of similar size. Now he's turning into a pretty neat package deal, but I sense some are still unconvinced. Alright, you leave me no choice. So far, you've only seen half the reason to pick the toy up. You haven't seen the other half. Or should I say, the other quarter. This is 1/4 of the big order room, the HQ for GGG's AI robots. Through all of that abbreviation, the grand scheme of these smaller Super Robot Chogokin figures. Buy the right 4 sets and you can build the entire command room. As a set piece, it's fairly straightforward. The terminals at the table have sparse detailing, and there's just enough molding to give it the look of assembled metal panels. This is background stuff in an anime after all, so it's nothing too detailed. The stool's a little more noteworthy, with a metallic silver seat and multiple places to plug it into the base. In the anime, Volfogg actually has to stand here in order to see across the table. The fact that he needs a booster seat and still comes off as a badass should tell you a lot. More importantly though, Volfogg is an important piece for the display. Turn his command chair upside down and it plugs into the top, which forms the top of the table when all 4 are together. Even by itself, this display is sturdy enough to display Volfogg on the top without balance issues, which is pretty cool if you don't intend to get the whole set. And even if that's true, the display is scaled for the larger bots of this series, so it also makes a great stage for your 5 and 6 inch tall action figures. As of this video, you can only get half of the room. Enryu and Hyoryu's set has the other quarter. Mike Saunders also gets one, but he's a web exclusive, so good luck. And Goldie Mark should have the last if he gets a release date announced. Expensive investments, but if you're a fan of the franchise, the final result should be epic. And frickin' huge. But as a purchase by itself, I still have a lot of fun with Volfogg. Yes, he's tiny, but he doesn't slouch in articulation, and what I want out of my ninja bots are awesome poses, and there, he delivers huge. Plus there's plenty of accessories and even stage props to do even more with him, or your other toys. I'd say for a small package, he comes with a lot of value, which makes me happy to have him. Assuming he stays out of the smoke bombs.